Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Hand.
And I'm Cat Up 409.
And apparently we're just having a normal school day today in Danganronpa. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school center is the center of the entire world. I feel like I've done this before. Host Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. Also, there's way more than 5 floors. Say to come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It's built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Host Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me. What? Where am I? I woke up my head resting on top of a hot wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It would be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what's it doing asleep here just now? Wasn't any classroom I've ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Yeah.
Oh? Is it that thing from the intro over on the right?
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Finally. I can finally feel my mind and body starting to come back together again. And then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? Dream inside a hopeless nightmare. So this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostril was too powerful for a dream. It's an awful smell. A vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. It's twice piled up as high across all across the area. Must be some kind of underground garbage pit.
Also, I recognize that door, but I can't place where I've seen it, like from the other side.
What the heck of a situation to find myself in. That's just the beginning of my problems. I was going to be stuck in here until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. None of my good friends went through and saved me. I remember all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. Somehow I remember this, even though I didn't see it, because I was under the computer. And used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. With that, my pursuit of survival began. Still looking for a way out of here first. Maybe I can find one of the other corpses. I mean, I gotta eat something, right? Man's gotta eat.
That's awful.
Hey, I'm just saying, come on. Well, let's look at the weird rocket ship. That's a rocket and a tank. I gotta think about what I'm seeing down here. Oh, there's my desk. Oh, there's some crap right there. Is it an airplane? Do. Okay, I'll stop. That's something like that winding up in the school's garbage pit.
No, I already looked at that. The door!
Waddle. It's locked. Waddle. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked it didn't budge. Getting out of here wasn't gonna be that easy. Well, I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. It's pointless too. Next I search for some water. I can't be sure which liquids I can drink, and which ones are all around a bad idea. Can't pointless. Like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was cry myself to sleep. Oh, I was partially
You were actually correct on that.
I was partially accurate with that one. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That's my only way to persevere with little strength I had, not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all of it was sleep and sleep. It's like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, I fell from the sky, it wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Gaconch? What the? Things out pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. So why the pile of garbage jostle in full knot shape? Something fall downhill? Something fell from up above. What could it be? Well, let's look at the garbage. Did the giant piece of trash just fall downhill? Yeah, let's stick my hand out to it, wherever it was, and tumble down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash. Rude.
Fortunately, you could even more in the pile of garbage. I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
You look ridiculous. Kyoko!
Indeed.
It's your alarm.
No, she said it.
No, she didn't. Not for me.
Oh, well, she said it for me. Alright, hold on, let me get the transcript.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This place smells awful.
Oh, no, it was the one... Oh. The one after that, then. Sorry.
Oh, Kyoko. Oh, I didn't even realize you said my name.
Okay.
You're looking better than... you look like you're doing better than I expected.
Well, what are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
Well, get the fucking thing off your head, man. Glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash and then faced me again.
Hey,
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We'll talk once you're finished.
Thank you! I snatched the bun and while she was holding out for me, with the seconds in my mouth, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Oh yeah. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I got all the energy I need to keep going.
So you still haven't given up, then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Alright, well, what are you doing here? But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
so...
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone.
Tone.
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So, you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you.
Don't say that, you didn't abandon me.
Which is
No,
weird.
it's like-
Which is weird because, again, like, the thing she said, it makes it seem like you giving her up was what she would have wanted, but I guess that's kind of weird.
She
but,
still felt bad about it.
Alright, well...
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But
However,
listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive, no matter the cost.
Alright, let's hear it. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have
Frickin'
to survive
finally.
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do.
What?
I've made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
Alright, tell me. So you have a reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did, once.
Once?
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
You forgot? But that's...
I have no memory of what my purpose was.
I like how this is still green, by the way.
No memory? That's impossible.
Amnesia?
Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school?
The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would
Thinking back
seem-
on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's so hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose, my ability. Somehow, they thought it would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
Also, I like how you added that word because that wasn't there.
Yeah, no, otherwise the sentence didn't make much sense.
Yes.
So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why don't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind. One of us. She believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
Because you're an idiot.
No, thanks.
Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but...
I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way no ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Dude, it's just like a dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just... I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just a personality. I guess I'll talk to you again. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigation on your own, right? So, how'd that turn out? You able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
Ew, let's hear it. You mentioned your ability.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective.
Yeah, I figured that much. Didn't I say that at one point at least?
Yeah, you did say that at one point, and she's kind of dressed like a detective, which is why I said in Zero.
Okay, yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
can sort of see that, but at the same time, like, that's not immediately what I would think of.
Yeah, no, that's why I said in the comment, it's like it's an obvious in hindsight kind of thing.
Yeah, like, I can see that's what our design is based on, but that isn't, like, an obvious, like, oh, if when you see it, like, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
but
that-
like it matches her. Yeah.
That would make sense, the way she acted and everything. So,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
that's not a big surprise.
The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
You had to find someone.
Well, the headmaster, obviously.
So,
Because she was freaking out at the mention of him, so...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
Oh. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Wow, you... Huh. You have a very young dad, I gotta say. At least kinda.
Yeah, she's high school age, and he's only in his 30s.
He just barely hit his 30s, so, like... Alright.
I thought they said mid-30s. I thought they said mid-30s.
No, they said he was 31.
Oh, they actually said an age for him?
Yeah, I
thought
think
they
I
always said
distinctly
early
remember 31, so that's... I might be
Jesus
wrong, but I
Christ.
distinctly remember that.
Jesus Christ, he's young.
Yeah, no, so that's why I was like, wow.
Jeez. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope Peak headmaster? Then that explains... Well, Rico told us
how he thought the headmaster wasn't... Actually, how old is she?
She is a sophomore. She's second year, so that means she is somewhere around 14 or 15.
Even if she's 14, that means her dad was 17 at that point.
Absurdly youthful father.
A little bit. But oh well.
When else Rigo told us he thought the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I like how in the flashbacks, not even like any of my other characters appear.
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then, what did you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key that I found.
But why Dale?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
Is this some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. Oh, my ear is itchy.
I can tell because I hear you like moving your thing.
I was trying to do it while I was talking, but I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
That's
And it was
okay.
on the ear side where the mic is, so...
Yeah, no, I figured because I could hear you like moving the mic, so I was like, what are you doing over
My
there?
ear was really itchy, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I just didn't want to draw attention to it, but...
The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would most likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So, you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room, Dale.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
Sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
Just keep talking to her, I guess.
however,
Of course, when I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras or monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're white, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who didn't kill?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved.
Well, yeah.
To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. Retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. It makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound to the school regulations.
Yeah, because we already figured out that it was one of the students.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murderer of Mukuro Ikusawa.
It was murder, by the way, but it's okay.
What's that?
Oh, I realized murderer. There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. What? What did that say? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. Oh, it could have been you, Makoto.
I could have become the victim.
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean during the night?
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
It's a little intense.
Okay.
I can hear the god of death as he moves.
You're
Are you
freaking-
sure it's a boy?
You're freaking me out here.
Sexist.
You're freaking
That
me out
ability
here.
draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the masked assailant was. They ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. This all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So this all would mean that whoever killed Makuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have any conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction, and it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
You're talking about...
Right.
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
the tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It seems
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they'll...
indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. To can be continued.
Oh no! Except right now, because we're...
Dream Island rocket.
Well, that's the thing we found in the trash.
Yeah.
Achievement unlocked! 5 alive! Aren't there 6 right now? But alright, if you say so.
The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. The same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity.
Wait a minute.
What?
So, there goes my fucking mouse.
Okay, can I keep going, or...?
Yeah.
Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
Anyway,
Son of a bitch. Fuck.
Are you
I
okay?
can't reach my mouse. There you go.
Okay. Because it's your line.
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
yeah, you're right. Don't you just have the key though? Do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it.
And you can open the door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Oh, okay.
Then we should be able to use it in that door, right? Hey Kyoko, can you use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out.
Kyoko took out the key with Monokuma design on it and slid into the keyhole. And then... click. Yeah, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Alright! We quickly opened the door and made you escape from the garbage pit.
Oh, I just realized something.
Okay. Do you want to tell me yet, or like?
No,
should I
it's
just
not, it's not
keep
a
going?
spoiler. We didn't do a comic for the last trial because
No,
everything
I-
that happened wasn't real. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
No, because the music was playing for the comic. Like there was like a riff in there that was like from
Oh,
the
okay.
comic section. So that's what made me realize we didn't actually do it.
Yay. I actually did realize that, but I didn't get any time to comment on it because I was just too confused.
No,
But-
no, I just realized we
but yeah,
didn't
I
do
didn't
it. Like
realize that.
yeah.
Finally! We were finally free. But it wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. The real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. To leaving the garbage pit, we find ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. It's a metal ladder leading up into this tunnel.
Oh, it's the hatch in the. Oh, I see where this is going.
Yep.
And then it waits in the surface.
She's also
Nice
not.
black hole.
She's also not wearing underwear.
The ladder was impossibly long. They couldn't even see where it ended. Climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful. But now you said that, I'm getting kinda nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko. I like the really, like, weird speech pop. It's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work?
How long?
Also, I
Ever
should
since I
have.
can remember.
I should have just had this speech bubble the whole time because now it's covering me up.
So,
Also, I like how for Makoto, because he's higher up, it's kind of like coming out of him like...
Get out of his ass.
Yeah, so I was like, are they going to put it out of Kyoko's ass? No, they didn't.
That would be funny. No, they're putting it on her ass.
Yes. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Duty. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it, because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Wait, so your family is a line of detectives, but you don't tell anyone? Then how do you do detective work?
Good point. Why?
Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused on this.
They just do the detective work. It doesn't that they don't actually tell anyone. They just do it.
So that explains.
Also, I like how. Oh wait, no, he's just thinking. I was about to say like she's talking, but like there isn't anything like, or her speech bubble is still there.
Before I came here, I was looking up info about the school online. I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
Wait, but then how did the school seek her out if no one... This is weird.
Yeah.
Because
that's-
the school seeks you out unless you're a normal student in which you get put in the lottery,
Oh well.
which is what Makoto did.
I guess seeing as there is like a secret organization behind it, it might be implied that they somehow knew. I guess that's the only like
Then again, the
saving
headmaster
throw
is her
that I
dad.
have.
The headmaster, but that would be weird that he would invite his estranged daughter to the school.
Yeah, but I guess I would see the merit of that. If
Yeah,
so.
I guess that explains how she got into the school is because of her dad. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
probably.
Forget everything. Forget what I said. I still
No,
think
it is still a bit of a hole, but I guess that is the only plausible explanation for it.
Yeah, like I'm just a little bit confused on the logistics of, hey, my family's really good at this thing, but no one knows about it. But it got me into this school where everyone knows what everyone's abilities are.
Yeah, but anyways, let's
That's
just,
a little bit weird.
yeah, I agree. But
And
let's
yet-
just keep it going.
I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope's Peak,
Oh.
I had to reveal myself to the school.
Well,
I did it knowing something that a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far as to enter Hope's Peak, is because of how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You've had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk with my father about.
However,
There's something I want to say to him, though.
Right?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face.
What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him.
Several?
The last time I saw him, I was still very young. I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future, but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and as young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work that I do. I take pride in the family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I had you both killed on that lad though, so I wasn't able to see your expression. Not that I would have otherwise, because I'd totally be looking elsewhere, but I couldn't
You'd
tell.
definitely be looking at that ass.
I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. She might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But that's not true.
However...
There's one thing I can never forgive.
Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it.
She's gonna
I
kill
need
her
him
dad.
out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. Yeah, I was gonna joke, like Makoto's like, oh, why'd you want to see your dad? I was gonna joke, because I want to kill him, but that's not.
Starting to think that she might actually want to do that, so I don't know if you should joke about that now. Even though
So I
I
have
just
to find him and tell him we're no longer family, in order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, you just cut him off, cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our connection is through blood and nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Well, technically, but we're connected by blood, not by heart and soul. So shocked to hear him to say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
I can barely reach the top.
Look, it's a Ponsville ice cream dancing man. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door is Hope's Peak. waiting. Oh, on the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
Well, here goes nothing. Reach my right hand up and push it against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
Can't exactly say it was safe and sound, but... At least we're out, though. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I've never gotten out there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
I'm gonna talk to you anyways. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but the mastermind finds out. And what about you, too? You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried?
Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out, and it's not like we can run away.
She said that. She pointed in near my surveillance camera. So you're saying no evidence so I think I know we're getting caught? So you can just give up now?
Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't,
because
because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The
I feel
mastermind
like I've said that before.
is ensnared. You said something like that before.
Oh.
What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
The what?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little... No, super uneasy about this. But we really don't have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going.
Alrighty. Will do, ma'am.
Okay, where the fudge? Oh, right, okay.
Twice room, twice room.
I think if we keep going, I think we can get this game done today.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Let's make our way to the gym. To the game.
Because this is the last weekend I can record before finals.
Yeah. So hopefully we can finish this up. But that's not
I
entirely
should be
relevant.
studying right now, Kevin. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. You should have told me.
Hey!
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are you really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you out? Or help you?
What if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty parties explode in the class trial, they alone will be executed! It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. And so, now I gotta punish you again, and this time, I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko!
Do whatever you feel you have to.
What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? I... lose? You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I
In
was
other
supposed
words-
to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right?
Hey! What are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined in that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No more than that. No more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you, an entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to
So
me.
executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is moi, not Makoto. And you can prove this, right?
Wow.
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that!
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence?
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right. I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love. You so love. Oh, fuck this. He would have been gripped by the despair you love. Soon, well, that's fine or whatever.
Come on, just one more
Here
time.
we are,
Go on.
confronting
You can
you
do it.
with.
I believe in you.
She says her sentence. It's so weird. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
however,
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence, right?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're all making this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what
then
we
I
have to
suggest
do.
you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this will be the chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, or the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? What's the secret? They stink command or something. They'll probably just execute me without an award.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Really?
what's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes! So, now that you've suggested what might be possible, it will be certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers. Right? And it would cause you unbearable despair. Right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown!
She agreed. We still have a shot at this.
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries.
That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough of to qualify you for victory!
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that,
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
We've uncovered every last truth. How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I just can't believe how it's all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
what's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And that's a true statement?
You didn't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations. I never get trial for Makuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Of course, trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations? Which you have to mean that whoever killed Makuro.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint! I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why you go quiet all of a sudden?
I'm done talking! I got nothing left to say to you! So get lost, would you?
Why you so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone! Get out of here!
Okay, I'm going, You really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get punished later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Come on, Makoto, let's go.
Okay.
You enjoying
Alright.
yourself over there?
Alright, yes. Oh, quite.
Man, you was unstable after seemed to cling to us all as you walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I can hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life. I still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I think Kyoko's dead. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
That's you, whenever you're ready. Wait, are you still there? Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. That can't be good. Do we need to take a break?
Hello?
Oh, hi. Alright, it was
Oh,
you-
sorry. Sorry, you were incredibly loud as the thing, and now I can't hear you, but I'm assuming you're on my line.
Yes,
Don't
I
thank
am.
me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, now I can hear you. Skype
Sorry.
just doesn't like when you do the laugh. It like mutes you for the next 3 minutes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The NSA doesn't
It
like
makes me laugh hearing it, but Skype's not very amused.
The NSA hates it. Click here to find out why.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would appreciate or accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean,
They're lawful evil?
Yeah, they very much are, actually.
they don't stand a chance to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So,
They had no choice but to accept.
Huh?
Because of that one moment, the Mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
So, when was it that the Mastermind let their guard down?
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast their school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the Mastermind was able to do it.
in other
But
words,
think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world.
it would
The Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other.
Well, he was very adamant about killing directly that one time.
And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. This stupid regulation didn't exist. Nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world is a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is the ultimate despair.
Yeah, I think you mean despair. Like, alright. What? They wanted to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single rule of the regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all of their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have the right answer, and then made me out to be the killer.
But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
And then when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations.
But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up.
Still, can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet.
She had a quick sigh. Took it as a small sign of belief. That's
To
generally
be
what a
honest-
sigh is.
I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you all the more uneasy.
Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time, or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You know what? Can't defeat the mastermind. It cost us our lives.
So let's look at it this way. We have about 3 smart people and 3 fucking idiots, so this may go south.
Oh, it just depends on how we can put our idiots together.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, yeah.
There's no option except to win.
hey,
Actually, I
Before
would say we
begin
have 2 idiots, 2 smart people, and 2 are kind of in the middle, depending on if they're having a good day or not.
Oh, I put Makoto under smart people because I feel like he's gotten a lot more clever as time went on.
That is true. Alright, fair enough.
So yeah, I split it as 3 smart people, 3 idiots because
Okay.
Toko, Hina, and Hiro are absolutely useless.
Yeah. Fair enough. Alright, but let's get going.
I mean, like Makoto being smart compared to the other 3 who can't do anything right.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So,
Alright. Alright, fair enough. I get your point. Alrighty.
Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
Sure, but we know how a real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Excuse me. Work together with everyone. Is that really
However.
possible? I mean,
Huh.
they're all idiots.
anyway,
Anyway, we have to find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go?
Well, yeah, maybe.
How far are we in the video?
Like, 57 minutes almost, so I
We should
think we
stop.
should stop, yeah. Alright, so next time, I guess we're gonna find the others, and for now, we're really gonna thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you guys all next time.
Hello, Monica.
Yes. Goodbye.
Hi.